All right. So you watched the video over shape. That's our third element of art. We're a little bit behind. We should have already done four, but we got a little sidetracked. So we're going to kind of speed up these next few ones, these next few elements that we're going to talk about. So you see on this paper that it says shape at the top and it says value at the bottom. We'll talk about value next, but I want to talk about shape and I want to talk about your shape project and have shape pretty good in your mind before we go on to value. So that's why on my screen you only see the top half of the notes. So you see a couple of things that I have written. So beside the word shape, I put 2D in parentheses right there. And that stands for two-dimensional. Like they said in the video, it's length and width or height and width or however you want to say it, but it's only 2 dimensions of measurement. Shape doesn't show depth. So like if you look at these examples, you can't tell which one's in front of another one or how deep it goes into the picture because shape is just 2D. It is going to be its height and its width. It doesn't show you depth like if it goes into the paper. Okay, that comes later when we talk about form. So shape is two-dimensional. And there's two different types that they talked about on the video. They talked about organic shapes like this. And they talked about geometric shapes like this. So geometric shapes would be like the ones that you would use in math class where you would need a ruler or a compass because you'd want to draw perfect angles, or a perfectly round circle. Okay, that's going to be geometric where you have angles, you can measure it, you can say this is 45 degrees, this is 90 degrees, whatever. Okay, you're going to have those straight lines or your smooth circles. That's going to be your geometric. Organic is just free form. Now, these are going to be the squiggly shapes. Okay, if it doesn't have a perfect name like a star or a circle or a rectangle or a square or a triangle, then it's going to be an organic shape, which is where you're just kind of with your line. Okay, organics are free form and geometric are the angular ones like you'd use in math class. On this paper, they also talk about something called positive and negative, which I'm not going to talk about very much. I mean, you can see that your positive is your object is a specific color. With negative, it's your background's a specific color and your object's kind of washed out. You could think of positive as being maybe daytime and negative being nighttime, but I don't talk about this too much. I want you to know these two things, though. On your next quiz, these two words will appear, as well as knowing that 2D goes with shape. Speaking of the quiz, if you did not take the quiz last week, I need you to take it today before you start your shape project. If you did take it last week, I adjusted your grades because I had to go in there and hand grade the ones that you typed in the answer for. So it counted those wrong when you submitted it. So you probably panicked because you're like, oh my gosh, I made a 30. You didn't really make a 30. I went in there and changed the grades. And I've released those so you can go back into that quiz and actually see what you made now. All right. So like I said, if you didn't take the quiz last week over line and color, do that before you start your shape project. That's really all I have to say about shape. It's right here. Know the difference between organic and geometric and know that shape is two-dimensional. Okay, and it's just the connection of a line from one place to another. That's what a shape is. It's a line that you start and you stop. That you start and you stop. Okay, that connects one end to the other. That's all a shape is. So you watched the video, you've listened to these notes, you've written these things down. If you didn't write these things down, pause the video and write them down. Put this behind the brads in your folder. Okay, so you don't lose this page because when you take your shape quiz, you'll be able to use this for notes. Now let me talk a little bit about your shape project. I'm going to explain what the project is on this video, and then the shape project videos are me actually doing the project. So your shape project is going to look something like this. It's where you're going to outline an object, any object. In this one, they did a guitar. They outlined it first, and then, so step one, draw a faint, simple outline of your object. They used a guitar. In mine, you're going to see that I did a necklace. Okay, some more examples on the bottom down here. A tiara. That's funny. Tiara, you can do a tiara. Wing, donut, banana. You could do something like pizza or ice cream sundae or something like that. But your steps are these 4 steps right here. So if you need to come back after watching my videos, if you're still unsure about what to do next, come back to this page. It's at, oh, I didn't mean to do that. It is going to be at, well, I thought my minutes would come up. It will be at 6 minutes into this video. All right, so you draw a faint, simple outline of your object, and then you're going to draw the middle letters of the word in the center. And you do that to get a better idea of the spacing for your letters. Okay, so you're starting with your middle letters, like they did the I and the T. Then you're going to come back and do the rest of your letters. And I want to point something out. Notice that there's not a lot of gap in between letters. They really want the letters themselves to fill up the shape. Okay, and see how it looks like they're kind of going out of the shape? Like the rest of the U would come down here in reality. But it doesn't because it's conforming to the shape of the object. All right. And then after you've added the rest of your letters, you're going to erase the outline. Okay. You're going to erase all of that in between the letters so that you're just left with the word, but now the word is in the shape of the object. And then after you do that, then you're going to come back and you're going to add color. I would have done this a little differently. I would have actually done guitar strings and done the black part for the hole right there and done the frets up here. But they just did like this wood-like color. And they did some basic colors down here on these words. Donut's cute because it's got the sprinkles. Banana's got the little black ends. So it really depends on what you're doing and your artistic interpretation of your word. And you're going to see on mine that, I added some jewels, but at the end of my project, I didn't take away from the shape of the necklace that I created or the word necklace. You want your word to stand out just as much as the shape. Okay, so this is due on Wednesday. Make sure that you rewatch this if you are still confused about anything, or just pull this picture up. It's going to tell you step by step. And make sure you watch mine, my 2 videos. Sorry, it's 2 videos. I hit the wrong button on my phone and I was already into the project and didn't want to start over. So there's 2 videos to watch, shape 1 and shape 2. All right, good luck on this, and you'll start something new on Thursday.